Hey everyone. So, just have to say a thing about what's going on. So, just thinking about it, and it does make sense. So, the way that things are going on now in the US, right? You ask yourself, why are such things occurring now? So, okay, so just think about it. If you've ever worked for an industry, company, point in time, they get sold out. They sell the company and it's not making a profit, right? So, and they make decisions that will make them a profit, right? So just think about it that way. And the company doesn't really have the interest of the little man, as they say, of their employees. Their employees getting paid to bring about their preferred outcome, their goals. So basically, like slaves. So, how did they build the pyramids of Egypt? Slaves were brought together by the leader at that time. And they were forced to build the pyramid, lift those heavy boulders, heavy stones, and build the pyramid brick by brick, or stone by stone, I mean. Bricks are smaller. So, until they reach their final outcome, until they built their pyramids, until they built their statues, of their leader. So just think about it that way, right? So, why is the US making decisions it is making now? For profit, but more so because it's running like a business. The leader of said business, yes, of any business, I mean, they will sell out the business if it's not making a profit to the highest bidder, and that it is what it is. And you can just look at the country in that way. Why do you ask yourself these influx of people, right? The influx of people is a lot of people in the country, right? Not only will they serve a political purpose in which they're getting trained to think a certain way, they will vote a certain way. So in the future, let's say they can make more seats in the houses and Congress if there's a larger population, and potentially the outcome is more favorable for one party versus the other. Secondly, this is a money thing, right? Like I said, it's business. So, more people, they'll work more, they'll work at anything, they'll work doing anything, like can be legal or illegal. That brings money, that brings income, right? That's a game. This is business talk, I'm telling you. This is how they roll. This is how everyone rolls. Business 101, right? So you get them, they do jobs, make goods, etc. Goods you can sell, then you get money from that. They pay taxes, you get money from that. or they do illegal things. You get money from that. So some countries, I think, pay a certain amount of money to have their citizens in other countries. Like, I'm sure there's certain agreements, right? So there's money from that. There's money that those people pay up to get brought into the US, right? There's money for that. That money goes to certain people, you know, like a business. They're selling people back and forth, right? Whether they just are selling, giving them money to go into this country, or whether they're doing that and then they get caught up in something else illegal, whether they want to or not. So then, these people running an illegal business then pay up to somebody else in the country, right? So, the business continues. So there's always someone at the top, right? So they pay up to someone in the country, keep them, whatever, on their way. And then let's say if they get put into a certain illegal business, then they're sending money back or whatever. But then the country itself, someone in that country, US, is getting some sort of money from that illegal business. Somebody in the country is. So, gets more and more money. Everything is a money game. Money game, money game, money game. Everything's for a profit. If you're selling a person, it's for a profit. If you're letting people in the country, it's for a profit. Whether the profit be they're working to produce goods in a legal form, or whether the profit be they get sold illegally to make illegal goods or to sell themselves illegally. So there's always a profit and everything's a money game. And this is why the country is going in the way that it's going. Because everything is about money, profits, money game. What can benefit those in power, in charge? So if someone owns a company, and I don't know if you guys saw Money Never Sleeps, right? Gordon Gekko. Everything's about a profit. People turn on each other, whatever. They sell businesses. They everything's for a profit, for a gain. You wanna have the one up. You wanna have the one up. So if you have to destroy someone's career so you can advance yours, that's the game. That's exactly what Gordon Gekko is talking about. Money never sleeps. It really doesn't. So that's what these people are about. That's the money grab. Everyone does it. I don't know if you saw my previous videos about doctors. But yeah, pretty much on a wide scale, the country is doing that. Alright? So that is why the stuff going down is going down. There's no, we care about the people, the residents. No. Nobody cares a shit about any residents of any country, any people who live there. Nobody cares. What they care about is a money grab. So at first, they probably made this purpose. The goal was probably to, back at the beginning, the foundation of this country. That was a money grab. But when this country was formed together, like united, after I think it was the English bought up most of it, I don't remember for sure. But the U.S. was split up. Like Denmark had part of it, France has part of it, Spain had part of it, England had part of it. When it was, and there were wars about conquering it, right? So eventually, when it was united, maybe their purpose at the time of Washington, etc., was like when they saw independence from England. Maybe at that time, their purpose was to be the land where people can seek refuge when they were escaping from being persecuted from their religion or other things, etc. At that time, that's probably the purpose, to seek freedom from things that basically held them down, held them back, whatever, were unjust to them in their own countries, right? It was the land of the free, became eventually. But bear in mind, the past countries always looking for a one-up. It was always about a gain, about a good, about control, about power. It's always been like that since the start of the time. Kings in the past, pharaohs, everything. Everything's about money, power. You know what I'm saying? So nothing was ever about the people. And maybe at the beginning they saw it out to be the formation of this country as one, as independent. But even if that ideology is ingrained in this country's people, that's not really what the country is about. Because it's about the money grab, power grab, about the one up, what can get you more money. If you have to sell out the country to get more money to another country, sure, go ahead and do that. That was a mistake in the Industrial Revolution, the way that they got that large loan. That was the start of the debt that this country had to a certain other country. But regardless, just like a game, just watch Money Never Sleeps, get an idea what I'm talking about. So money grab. Yeah, that's basically what's going on. It's not about just out of control people breaking in through the border. That's not what it's about. Do your research. Think about it. You'll be able to figure out what it's all about.